What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. I know Mondays suck, and especially Mamananan's days. If you guys watch Rick and Morty, they aren't much better. I mean, I guess you could call today a Mamananan's day, but I'd say this Mamananan's day is a little bit more remarkable than others because I have received a package in my doorstep. Well, came from a certain company in Tennessee, located off the US highway, and it might be a model train. I don't know what it is. I cannot say. It's a surprise for you guys. Let's do my poor X-Acto box cutting, and we're only about to find out what it is. I mean, of course, if you have been directed to this video, you pretty much already know, but just for the viewing's sake, I will not spoil it until I actually open it. Anyways, on the side and the back, you see a new Lego modular that I'll be reviewing in a separate video. So stay tuned for that. Okay. I shouldn't have done that. It's an external hard drive, but it's pretty robust. I see red. It's a ScaleTrains item. More stickers to add to the collection. A nice pen. Kind of needed the pen, so I guess that's great. But of course, it's an SD40-2. Ta-da! It's a CSX SpongeBob SquareCab SD40-3 in the YN3 scheme. This is the preliminary item, a preliminary rebuild from Huntington. I believe Huntington did rebuild these because Mid-America and some other people took care of the boxcar painted ones. After 5 months of pre-ordering, it's finally a tangible item. It's finally in my possession. I'm excited to open it. I know CSX has been going through a lot, and the feelings have been a little bit mixed, but I'd say I do feel like a kid in Christmas. So we're about to find out what it looks like. Here's the operator's manual. This is the rivet counter SD40-3. It's marketed as an SD40-2 for the most part. I mean, most of the prototype feels like an SD40-2, but the CSX square cabs have been rebuilt. This has some useful information, and God, my phone's charger is kind of driving me nuts. Shameless plug for my Brightline photos. Just this thing does not want to go in. There we go. So this is Loksound V4. It's a DCC sound locomotive. Functions are there. CV configurations are there. Just like the Tier 4s, I'm taking my first look at everything, and of course there's that awkward video pause. I guess that helps confirm this video's authenticity. Somebody did mention that I should change the horn on this to a Nathan K5 LAR24, wherever that is. Probably it's CV48 equals, maybe he's referring to number 11, but number 0 is probably the default setting. But yeah, this is cool, and I'm already going through the manual. I haven't even shown you guys the actual locomotive yet. That's where this video sends out how poorly arranged it is. Whoozah! It's an SD40-3, ladies and gentlemen. 4026. I don't think I've seen this guy in person, but yeah. I've seen his brethren. I've seen 4025. I've probably seen 4027. Oh my. And I'm actually quite impressed by the detail. I saw others have received it before me, thanks to the wonderful timeliness of the post office. But this does not disappoint. It's very consistent with their Tier 4s. In fact, I think as far as parts quality wise, it could even be better. But we're about to find out, because unlike the ScaleTrains Tier 4s, this time I'm actually going to be reviewing and breaking in the locomotive in the same sitting. Finally, in person, up close and personal, is the ScaleTrains EMD SD40-3 in the CSX Yellow Nose 3 paint scheme. Their usual high level of detail and the unfortunate sanding line issue both have made it to headquarters. The Dash 3 uses a brand new Wabtec manufactured cab, supposedly safer for crews. Took a while to gain on certain rail fans, but I thought it was pretty cool. It's pretty much the road standard for CSX. You'll see it all over the Florida business unit, especially on locals. Nowadays, unfortunately, under Harrison/James Foote, you'll see them on the Fernandina Rocket, as well as other road trains. I used to see it on the Homestead pretty regularly. Used to be on 0721, used to be on 453, and they captured every last bit that they could. You could see the rear ratchet brakes over there, rivet counter style details, electronic bells in there somewhere, the brown couplers are there, locomotive body, and yeah, nice. Here's an up-close look at the antennas, radiators, K5LA horn, probably a Newcastle, I believe. And of course the microscopic details and safety labels that if you use a magnifying glass you could totally read them. It's nice to notice that they got the fonts. Every single font on the number boards is completely correct. The Helvetica usage on the rear of the locomotive is a wider font, and up front it is a narrower font. They nailed that perfectly. If you looked at the prototype, they use a bold Helvetica, and that sort of got me concerned. But once I saw the 4013 start to appear on people's internet streams, that's when I knew that they fixed it, just like they fixed the ET44AC reading on the Tier 4s. Yeah, I see why everybody's complaining about the sanding lines. This is my first SD40 from them. Here's the engineer side of the locomotive. These sanding lines have been a bit of a bother, and hopefully I plan to repair that one. Here, very nice consistent detail. Really, I'm not just gonna blabber about it, I'm just gonna let you guys enjoy the view here. Everything you've come to expect from a top-notch locomotive manufacturer has come through. No handrail issues, they're very strong. They're actually metal handrails, not like plastic like the Athearn Genesis. And the true color paint is of course accurate and consistent with the Tier 4s. Now the moment has arrived. We're about to finally test out the sounds and moving functions of the locomotive, as well as essentially breaking it in on my new South Florida layout. Here we go, guys! Nice golden white LEDs. Wow, the LEDs are really nice on this one. However, there's one minor issue. It looks like half of this light is not working. I have to complain to ScaleTrains about that. Sound of the prime movers is very good. Yeah, we need to fix some things here. We need to do some reprogramming. Flash rate is perfect on this unit. Guys, I'm gonna need a little bit of help. My programming skills are failing me because I don't know how to correctly change it to a gram wide eval. But I am not gonna waste any more time. I'm gonna get through with this video, so all bugs considered. That burnout number board is a complete disappointment. I just hope it's I hope it's just a miswiring. So I decided to take it upon myself to tear apart the engine. Yep, it's officially carnage. Well, just kidding at least. Well, you get to at least see the luminosity of the engine. Headlights are pretty bright without the filters that definitely darken them. That's reverse and this is forward. But do notice that all the number board lights are perfectly fine actually. So what did happen is there's a metal connector or something, or some kind of like a piece of plastic that'll, kind of like a fiber optic that'll send the LED out. And unfortunately, when I first got the model, it seemed like some of it missed the number board, which is why half of it was dark. So when I did put it back on, for a little bit it was perfectly fine, but the ditch lights were dark, so I have it out. As I showed earlier, a sound line fell out, so I just went ahead and fixed it. So I'm going to put back the shell of the locomotive and we're going to have some fun. So I fixed a minor but pretty scare-worthy problem. The engine wasn't completely mounting onto itself, and there were sanding lines that completely messed up the orientation. So I thought that I compromised one of the screws for the rear knuckles, so that would have completely destroyed the engine, made it practically useless. But then I realized that the bracket that's holding it was mounted incorrectly, so by some miracle, came through and fixed it. Maybe it's a sign that we can hold faith in CSX's future. But finally, it's nice to have my number boards working again. That was a huge concern earlier on. The braking phase is running these engines at various speeds. probably one of the reasons I'm shoving this guy back with a very slow pace. The elevation looks gorgeous. That there is no electronic bell. I do love the sound of the Loksound V4s. The throttle noise is absolutely clutch, very crisp, very clear. And it almost sounded like a 710 when I ran them at a faster notch. Now I don't know if there's DPU mode on these. I know the Gevos have them, so I can't really shove with the lights, but so it's worth a look. Alright, really in this edition that's all I have to show you guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. This is a very nice looking locomotive. Highly recommend it. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. From HQ, this is TE out.